Howdy, y'all. Going to be going over exercise 11-1 on page 353 and 354. I'm cut a little bit short for time because I have a meeting in about 20 minutes, so I don't know if I'll be able to get through it or not. If not, I'll just make a part 1 and a part 2. So the first thing we need to do is open up from the data files the index HTML file from chapter 11. This is what mine looks like when I run it. So there's quite a bit there, but as far as audio video, it's not there. If I click here, this is what our final product looks like. So there's going to be a couple pieces that we're not going to be able to do, the Windows Media Player piece and the QuickTime Player piece, based on what's in the exercise. And that's, I believe, just all because the book is 10 years old now, so it's just not up to date enough. But we will be able to get this flash file, the globe spinning, and then we'll also be able to get this MP3 file to play. All right, so if you haven't, go ahead and open this up in Notepad++. Step 2 says, review the code in the HTML file. There you'll see that all of the links to the media files and pages are already coded. So there's a bunch of links that show up on the left-hand side of the web page. Test the links to the document audio and video files. Step 3, in the browser, click on the first link to a PDF document. So let's go ahead and go to this one from the data files. It does go ahead and open up for us. Go ahead and go back. Now we're back to the index page. Step 4, click on the second link to a PDF document. This time it opens it in a new window rather than the same window or tab that we were in. If you look at the HTML code for this link, you can see that's because the target attribute is coded for this link. So right here, where it says target equals underscore blank, that's what cues it to open in another window. Step 5, click on the other links to the documents, audio files, and video files. All of them should play in the default player for the type of file as long as the player is installed in your system. The third link, for example, should run a PowerPoint slideshow. I do have PowerPoint, so I'm going to try it. It downloads it here. It says this is a good way to find out what media players or plugins your system is missing. You just click the back button to get back. So here's a PowerPoint. Step 6, test the links again using Internet Explorer. If a bar is displayed that blocks the type from using the active content, click on the bar. What I'm going to do is just reload the solution file quick. Okay. It already has my settings. Let me try to launch the solution file in Internet Explorer. I just want to see what it does for us. Allow blocked content. Oh, they're all showing up there, aren't they? However, if you're working on a Chromebook, These two I don't believe will work for you. Step 7, under test the links to media pages. Click on the links to the media pages in both Internet Explorer and Firefox. Here again, the media files will only run if you have the right media player for it. Well, when they made this book, Google Chrome as a browser was not probably as popular as Firefox and or Internet Explorer. Thus, that's my guess for why the code is not compatible to have the Windows Media Player file and the QuickTime Player file run in Chrome. I'm not going to mess with installing missing plugins, but if you ever do have issues, you can just Google search, why is this WMV file not loading in Chrome, for example. Step 9, embed the flash file into the index page as shown above. The easiest way to do that is to copy the code from the page with the flash file that you linked to in step 7 and paste it into the index file below the flash file heading at the top of the first column. Then test this change in both browsers. Let's see here. Flash file. I think they mean this. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Mine has quite a bit there. I think what I'm going to do for this step is I'm just going to copy and paste the solution file into mine. And then I'll make note when I upload, or maybe I'll just put it in the comments for the 11-1 exercise, but it's very complex as far as there's a class ID that specifies specific media players, and it's a long string of digits. So it might be tough to follow along, and I think it'd just be easier to copy and paste that piece. I'll show you here. I'm just writing a note so I don't forget to add that piece, so you can just go out there and copy it. I'll show you what I mean here. So look at all of this up here for this flash file piece. And I think we have the H2, but that's all we have. So I'm going to copy all of this, and this is what I'll copy later, so you can just copy and paste it without having to type it all. Let me just save and run this quick. There we go. Like I said, in Chrome, I'm just going to skip over these two pieces for now, but we will be able to add the MP3 file. With that being said, we're going to skip down to step 12. Repeat step 9 for playing an MP3 file for the default player. This time paste the code below the third heading and set auto start to false. So again, if I look at the solution file, here's our MP3. This one's not as bad. Let's just go ahead and type this one out. Okay, so we'll skip those two. We've got a paragraph element started here. So go to the blank line between them. We'll start with a left V bracket, embed type equals audio slash mpeg. Our source is audio slash twist. Hold on, where am I at here? I keep hitting embed type. Twist underscore away dot mp3. We're just gonna set the width. So this is how wide the media player will be in tall. So let's go 300 and height. Gosh, can't type this morning. 50. Wow. Loop equals true. So it would play through and through once it's started, but it's not going to start on its own. So auto start equals false. And then right V bracket. And then we can close the embed tag. I'm not really sure why they need that here when the closing tag's here, but that's what they show me. I guess we could try it without. Let's save and refresh. So now we have this. I'm just curious. I'm going to try this without for a second. Yeah, I think that's kind of an extra. So if I hit play now. I think that pretty much sums it up, since we're not going to focus on the Windows Media Player file or the move file for QuickTime Player. So hopefully this was a little bit helpful. There are some similarities, and if you want to look back in the chapter and you have access to Internet Explorer or something like that and want to kind of challenge yourself to adding that information, you could use, let's see, you could use page 347 and for the Windows Media Player, and 351 is the QuickTime Player. They also have Real Player, which I don't know that that's very popular these days, but that's 349. All right, over and out. Have a good day.